Mahatma Buddha teaches that the secret to good health and happiness lies in living in the present moment. He emphasizes that wisdom is found in living honestly in the present, without dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Many people, however, struggle to live in the present because they are burdened by their past experiences or anxious about what the future holds. Buddha advises that by focusing on the present, one's mind and body can achieve complete health, and the pains of the past and worries about the future will fade away. The story begins with a man who is deeply troubled and sad, sitting on a rock on a mountain and crying. A Buddhist monk happens to pass by and, seeing the man in distress, approaches him. The man, defensive and angry, tells the monk that he is planning to end his life by jumping off the mountain. He insists that his life is his own to end, and the monk has no right to interfere. The monk, however, calmly engages the man in conversation, asking him if he has truly left everything behind. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified about new videos. The man responds that he has nothing left, no possessions, no hope, and nothing to lose. The monk then asks why the man is carrying such a heavy burden if he truly has nothing left. The man, surprised by the monk's words, insists that he is not carrying anything. His hands are empty. The monk, however, explains that the burden the man carries is not physical, but emotional and mental. He points out that even the man's breathing is not flowing properly, a sign of the heavy burden he carries within. The man's anger begins to fade as the monk's words resonate with him. He falls at the monk's feet, admitting that no one has ever understood him the way the monk does. The monk tells the man that the problems he faces are not external, but internal. The man has been carrying the weight of his failures, regrets, and insecurities, and it is this burden that is causing his suffering. The man then shares his story with the monk. He explains that he had tried to start a business to support his family, but it failed. His family, who had initially supported him, became angry and distanced themselves from him. The man's self-esteem was further damaged by a successful friend who would often visit and boast about his own business achievements. The man felt deep envy and despair, believing that he was a failure in comparison to his friend. The monk listens patiently and then explains that the man's happiness is tied to external circumstances, particularly his friend's success. The man has become a slave to others' actions, allowing their successes or failures to dictate his emotions. The monk emphasizes that true happiness comes from within, and that the man must take control of his own destiny rather than letting others dictate his emotions. The monk also addresses the man's belief that he was doing everything for his family. The monk explains that when we do things for others with the expectation of recognition or reward, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Instead, the monk advises the man should focus on his own satisfaction and contentment in his actions, independent of others' reactions. Inspired by the monk's wisdom, the man decides to take control of his life. He starts a new business, this time with a renewed mindset and determination. His efforts pay off, and his business thrives, leading to a reconciliation with his family. The man no longer cries over the past or worries about the future. Instead, he focuses on making the present even better, and his life improves as a result. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified about new videos. However, as time passes, the man's good fortune turns once again. A war devastates his state, destroying his business and leaving him in dire straits. His family suffers greatly, and he begins to despair, questioning the meaning of life. He wonders if all his efforts have been in vain and if life itself is meaningless. In his darkest moment, the man remembers a small box that the monk had given him, with instructions to open it when all seemed lost. Inside the box, he finds a note that reignites his hope. The beginning of your new life can come from anywhere. You may have a gold coin or not, but if you have the courage, you will definitely do something. This message encourages the man to persevere, reminding him that no matter how bleak life may seem, there is always potential for a new beginning if he has the courage to continue. The man realizes that his life is not determined by external circumstances, but by his own actions and mindset. He decides to face his struggles with renewed determination, confident that he can overcome any obstacle. The story teaches that true happiness and success come from within. It is not dependent on external circumstances or the actions of others. By living in the present moment and taking control of our own lives, we can overcome any challenges and achieve true contentment. The man's journey illustrates the power of self-awareness, inner strength, and the courage to persevere, no matter how difficult life may seem. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe.